Have you ever wanted to change your life overnight? We all have dreams. We all imagine ourselves doing something wonderful. Maybe you want to speak a new language perfectly. Maybe you want to start a business, or get in shape, or write a book. You think about it, and you feel a sudden burst of energy. You tell yourself, tomorrow, everything changes. I am going to work hard every single day. For a little while, you feel unstoppable. But then, a few days pass. The excitement fades. You feel tired. You skip one day, then two, and before you know it, you are right back where you started. If this sounds familiar, please listen closely to today's story. It holds a very quiet but powerful secret. In a busy city, there lived a young woman named Maya. Maya loved music. More than anything, she wanted to play the acoustic guitar. One afternoon, she spent her savings on a beautiful, shiny guitar. She brought it home, placed it in her living room, and felt incredibly proud. That evening, Maya watched videos of famous musicians playing live in front of thousands of cheering fans. Her heart beat fast. She felt a fire inside her. I am going to practice for hours, she promised herself. I will become a great musician. And she did. That first night, Maya played her guitar for 4 hours straight. She learned a few chords, strummed the strings, and felt amazing. But the next morning, things were different. Her fingers ached terribly. Her back was sore. She looked at her guitar and thought, I will practice again when my fingers feel better. I just need to wait until I feel inspired again. Tomorrow turned into next week. Next week turned into next month. The beautiful guitar sat in the corner of her room, slowly gathering dust. Maya felt a heavy sadness in her heart. Why can't I stay motivated? She wondered. Maybe I just don't have the talent. Not far from Maya's apartment, there was a large, green public park. Every Sunday, Maya liked to walk through this park to clear her head. During these walks, she often saw an older man named Julian. Julian was a wood carver. He did not work in a warm, comfortable studio. Instead, he worked outside on a simple wooden bench, turning rough blocks of wood into beautiful animals and birds. Every time Maya saw Julian, he was working. It did not matter if the sun was shining brightly or if the wind was blowing cold air through the trees. One chilly autumn morning, Maya stopped by his bench. Julian was gently smoothing the wings of a wooden eagle. Julian, Maya asked softly, how do you do it? How do you find the passion to work every single day? I tried to learn the guitar, but I lost my motivation after just one day. I wish I had your energy. Julian stopped his work. He smiled warmly and wiped his dusty hands on his apron. "Maya," he said kindly, "if I only worked when I felt a magical burst of motivation, this eagle would still be a rough, square block of wood." Maya looked confused. "But you always look so peaceful when you work. Don't you feel inspired every day?" Julian let out a gentle laugh. "I love the art I create," he explained, "but the daily work itself is not always fun. Some mornings, my hands ache. Some days, the weather is miserable. Some days, I am tired, and I just want to stay in my warm bed and drink hot tea." "Then why do you come here?" Maya asked. "Because I made a promise to myself," Julian replied. "Motivation is just a feeling, Maya. Feelings change like the weather. One day it is sunny, the next day it rains. You cannot build a house on the weather. You need solid ground, and that solid ground is discipline." Julian picked up a small tool and pointed to a large, beautiful stone wall near the park entrance. "Look at that stone wall," he said. "Think about the person who built it. Or think about a stone cutter. A stone cutter takes a heavy hammer and hits a large rock 10 times, 20 times, 50 times. The rock does not even show a tiny crack. People might walk by and say the stone cutter is failing, but he keeps hitting it. He hits it 99 times, and still nothing happens. Then, on the 100th hit, the rock breaks perfectly in half." Julian looked deeply into Maya's eyes. "Tell me, Maya, was it the last hit that broke the rock?" Maya thought for a moment and shook her head. "No, it was all the hits together. The last one just finished the job." "Exactly," Julian smiled. "The first 99 hits were discipline. They did not look exciting. They did not show immediate, amazing results, but they were doing the invisible work. Motivation makes you pick up the hammer on the first day, but discipline makes you pick it up on the 50th day, even when you are tired." Maya walked home slowly that morning. The autumn air felt refreshing. When she entered her living room, she looked at the dusty guitar in the corner. She finally understood. She had been waiting for the glorious 100th hit, without being willing to do the boring work of the first 99. She didn't need to practice for 4 hours until her hands bled. She just needed to pick it up. The next day, Maya did not wait for a burst of inspiration. She took a deep breath, picked up the guitar, and set a timer for just 20 minutes. She practiced her chords. It was not fun. It sounded clumsy. But when the timer rang, she stopped and smiled. The day after that, she did it again. Some days she played wonderfully, and she felt that old spark of joy. Other days she played terribly, and her fingers felt clumsy. She played when she was happy, and she played when she was stressed from work. Months passed. Slowly, the invisible work started to show. Her fingers grew strong. She no longer had to look at her hands to find the right notes. The music just flowed out of her naturally. A few years later, Maya was invited to play her guitar at a cozy cafe in her neighborhood. The room was full of people. When she finished her last song, the crowd clapped and cheered loudly. After the show, a young teenager walked up to Maya. The girl's eyes were shining with excitement. "You play so beautifully," the girl said. "I wish I had your motivation. I want to learn the piano, but I always quit." Maya smiled warmly. She remembered the cold autumn morning in the park and the wise woodcarver. "Thank you," Maya said gently. "But remember this: motivation is just the beautiful picture on the front of a puzzle box. Discipline is actually putting the pieces together, one by one, every single day. Don't wait to feel inspired. Just sit down for a few minutes tomorrow and begin. You will be amazed at what you can build.